Well, hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Brianna and welcome to another vlog. Welcome to the first vlog since being back from Disney World. I'm excited to be back and vlogging and just getting back into everyday, regular life content with you guys because I feel like, honestly, as much as I love getting to go away, and we've been so grateful that we went to Disney in May for Memorial Day and July, like realistically the trips were only 2 months apart, I just feel like summer got really busy and I didn't get to share as much of my basic everyday life with you guys. And I am really excited to be back and just vlogging and getting to take you all along on everyday, regular little life things. So hello and welcome to a new vlog. Also, can we talk about my new cutie cup that I got from Amazon? I have normally been someone that's been drinking my iced coffees out of just like my standard regular glass iced coffee glasses, or just drink glasses, I guess you could say. The only thing is that I feel like my glasses were a little small and I wanted something that was a little bit bigger, and I found this one on Amazon and I really like that it has this little plastic liner. I feel like I can travel with this pretty easily. I would never bring just a glass cup in my car, but I feel like I can travel with this one. So I can link it down below for anyone that's maybe in the market for a new iced coffee cup, juice cup, water cup, smoothie cup, regular cup. It's a cup. Okay, so I got my new cutie little cup from Amazon. And if you are new around here and you've just joined from the last Disney series, welcome to the uncontrollable chaos and oversharing that is my everyday life and that I share online. So there are a lot of new faces around here from the last Disney series. Every time that I post Disney vlogs, there's always so many of you that join our community, and it just makes me so happy, honestly, that there's so many fun, beautiful, wonderful faces around here that want to see what's going on in my everyday life, and I love getting to take you all along. So for anyone that is new and just recently joined from our last Walt Disney World series, welcome. I'm going to give you a little bit of a spark note of who I am and what you can expect from these fun lifestyle everyday vlogs. So first things first, as you know, my name is Brianna. I am 28 years old. I am recently married. I was a September 2024 bride. My husband's name is Corey, and we have been together for, it'll be 9 years in February, married for 1 year officially in September. So almost a year of marriage, which feels like 5 minutes ago, but also feels like forever ago at the same time. I feel like when you're married, it's like the same, but also very different in certain ways. So that is my husband, Corey, that you know as well. Corey is 30 years old. I work a standard 9-to-5 job. I'm fully remote. I've been with my company for 7 years. So pre, during, and post global pandemic. I love to share just really everything in my realistic everyday life around here. I like to call this kind of the island of misfit toys because I don't really niche down any content. I just like to bring you all along on everyday life. That could be a regular lifestyle vlog. It could be Disney vlogs, travel vlogs, anything. Okay, there's anything and everything on this channel, but the one thing that you'll find in every single vlog is my chronic oversharing, because I'm an oversharer. I love to yap. I love to chit chat with the girls and the guys and just hang out. And you'll always find a little bit of chaos and some coziness around here too. So that is a little bit about me. I also forgot to share that I am based in Connecticut. So I live in Connecticut. Corey and I lived in Boston for about 4.5 years before we decided to relocate back to Connecticut. And I am fully remote in my 9-to-5 corporate job. I love work. I love getting to work. YouTube is my fun, creative outlet. And honestly, I feel like the best thing that has ever come from YouTube is this community and all of you. I feel like I have so many people that I get to share my life with and chat with, and I love that. And then last but not least, my husband and I are currently living with my parents to save up money to buy our first home. So we moved back in with my parents in January of 2023. So we've been here for 2.5 years, almost 3 years, and we get a lot of questions on babies and when we're gonna buy a home and all of those things. I will answer them quickly here. One, we are not looking to buy a house right now. Maybe in 2026, in maybe like January to the spring, we're gonna probably start the home buying process, but I haven't decided if I'll vlog it or not. And babies, yes, we want a family, but not for a little while because we don't want to have any babies at my mom's. We want to make sure that we buy our own house first, just our own kind of personal nuance. However, welcome to the fun and chaotic little corner of the internet. So with that, what are we gonna get up to today? It's around 8:30. I am drinking my coffee. I'm basically done with it now, which is good. I've been trying to have my coffee a little bit earlier in the mornings versus sitting down with it, because then I feel like I don't drink as much water throughout the day. So made my cup of coffee. It's 8:30. What are we getting up to in this vlog? Well, we're gonna work because we have to work in order to make money to live. So we will be logging into work today as well. And then a few things on the list is I'm gonna do a full Disney Disney World haul of everything that we just recently got at Walt Disney World. I was gonna do a whole separate video, but honestly, I was ready to just get back into vlogging and I thought I could just throw that into this vlog. I'm not gonna do like a pin trading video or pins or anything, just because honestly, we traded maybe 15 pins on this trip. It was not a very pin trading heavy trip. So we're gonna do a Disney World haul. We are also gonna do a what I've accumulated kind of haul in the last like week or 2 weeks, because I did a big order from Erin for some end of summer sale and loungewear that I really wanna share with you guys. Along with, I went to Marshall's for the first time in what feels like months, and I scored 2 really cutie things that I can't wait to share. And I also wanna share a new pair of sneakers that I got from the store. So a little bit of like a haul heavy vlog. You don't need to be shopping, but I'm just excited to share those things with you guys. And lastly, in this vlog, something I'm doing after work today, which I am very, very nervous for, but also excited for, because it's something that I've been considering for about 1.5 years, and I finally decided to go through with it. I'm obviously not going to show anything in the vlog. I'm just going to talk about the experience because I feel like I really need the girls' moral support. However, I'm just going to rip the band-aid and say I'm already blushing thinking about it. Today, I'm getting my first ever wax, and we're taking the girls along for the emotional journey, because I need the girls to be able to chat about the pre and post experience with, because you know what? I just need my girls, I just need my community to be here for me to go through this experience. So either way, that is what we are going to get up to in this vlog. Just gonna be a fun little day in the life. So it says 8:40 on the clock. So I have about 20 minutes before work. So I think that we're going to, let's do the Disney haul. I'm gonna go into the bedroom. We're gonna do a fun little Disney haul, and then we need to log into work for the day. And then on my lunch, I can share all the other stuff that I was able to get as well. So cheers to a new vlog and a long, crazy intro. Also, if you're new around here, I love to yap. I just love to yap and chat. Okay, so without further ado, let's go do a Disney World haul, because then it's time to log in for work. Welcome to the bedroom, and welcome to a fun little Walt Disney World haul and everything that we recently picked up on our Walt Disney World trip. So first things first in the haul, we always love to come home with a bag of coffee, and this time Corey picked up the Jamaican Me Crazy, the favorite blend, I feel like, of our entire family. Shaken Jamaican with a shot of hazelnut. This is like Corey's all-time favorite coffee, hot or iced, but specifically iced. So we picked up a new bag of coffee. This is also going to just be like a little bit Mary Poppins style, whatever I pull out first. However, this is something that I had seen on social media, and I do think social media influenced me a little bit to buy it. However, now that I have it in my possession, man, oh man, social media, am I happy for you, because I picked up this butter yellow Mickey crew neck. I feel like I said, I've seen this on social media, and I've seen a lot of the girlies pick this up. I love this embroidered, fun little blush color Walt Disney World down here. And again, I just love everything about this sweater. I think it is so cute for spring, summer, along with year round. Again, I just love that little butter yellow. And I got this in a size large, just to be nice and comfy and oversized. Next up, also, you're probably like, Brianna, you leave all your stuff in a bag for the few weeks leading up or post your trip? Yes, because I always want to vlog and share it with you guys. Next, I picked up this little cutie Sorcerer Mickey keychain. I am really in my accessorizing Disney era right now, where what I love to do first and foremost is actually just getting some cute little accessories for my bag. So I found this little Sorcerer Mickey keychain, and then look at how cute it has the little brooms back here. So I picked up a little Sorcerer Mickey keychain. And then next up, I saw this on the Disney Store's website, and I'm actually glad I waited to buy it in person, because I got to try it on and pick the right size. I got this really cute Walt Disney World embroidered rugby shirt. I feel like rugby shirts are kind of making a little bit of a comeback right now. I love this Mickey and the little Walt Disney World here. Again, very cute and comfortable. I got this in a size medium. I envisioned wearing this with like either some yoga pants or a little jean short in the park. Throw in my bag. Sometimes when we go to the parks, I don't need as thick of a sweater, but I still want something nonetheless. This was Corey's big clothing purchase of the trip. It's so funny because he actually wanted this when we stayed at the boardwalk, which is where we just recently stayed in July. We stayed in December and he wanted this, but they didn't have his size, and this time they did. And they did a little, I don't know if it's a collab or they just had it like kind of partnered with Vineyard Vines, but the standard little navy quarter zip Vineyard Vines zip up, and then it says Disney's Boardwalk and it's embroidered. I feel like this is so nice, and it's not very like Disney in your face, but again, I feel like this is such great quality. It's really, really beautiful, and we love getting 20% off annual pass holder discount because it's $115, but again, that Vineyard Vines quality, this is so nice and thick, and I feel like you can wear it year round. So that was Corey's clothing item of the trip. And then I did pick up 2 more plushie keychains. Like I said, I am really in my keychain accessorizing at Disney World right now kind of moment and vibe. First is this little Dumbo. He is so cute. I wore him to Magic Kingdom and I love him. And then I also picked up this Pluto. I really enjoy, and I know that this sounds silly. I love Pluto. I think he is an adorable character, but I love that he's yellow. I feel like so many times we're always in the Minnie and Mickeys and the reds and the blacks and the whites, and I love that, but I just think he adds a little something fun as a pop of color and to be yellow to your bag. So that was the little plushies that we picked up. And then last but not least is all of our pins that we bought on this trip. And oh, I also bought jewelry. I totally forgot. This is a really pretty ring that I bought that I also found in Disney. And it's this white little banded ring. And it has these little Mickey little gemstones. I think this is adorable. I got it in a size 6. I wish that I bought it in a size 7 once I actually kind of like put it on my finger, but I think that because it has the plastic, it's going to fit a little better once I actually get it on my finger. I'll probably end up wearing it on like my ring finger on my non-dominant hand. And then last but not least is pins. So they actually restocked all of the Hidden Disney mystery pouches for the Disney 25th anniversary. So we actually picked up 10 of these pouches, 5 for me and 5 for Corey. The day that we were in Epcot, they restocked the entire like Walt Disney World property, and so we each picked up 5 of these. We've opened 2 bags already, but we wanted to bring the rest home just for like a little fun sprinkle of magic for the 2 of us to do on one night that we're home. So we picked up those. And then this trip we did a lot of damage in the rack pin department. I feel like we haven't bought a lot of rack pins in a while. Maybe I say that standing here in this moment, but in actuality, we have bought a lot of rack pins. First, we're gonna start out with Corey's rack pins. He has 5 of them that he picked up on this trip. The first one is for his Toy Story collection because he does collect all of the Toy Story pins that he finds. So this first one that he picked up is Jessie and Bullseye. I love this. I think this is a new kind of pin style or new ones that they've just released in the parks. And he made a really good point. I never see anything with Jessie or Bullseye, so I'm glad that he picked that one up. Corey also collects Remy pins, and so he picked up this. This one's a Remy Ratatouille Adventure. However, you almost can't even tell that it says Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and it's this cute little statue of Remy with a spoon. I love this one, and I feel like I wish they made more Remy pins that were not dedicated just to the ride, but just Remy in general, but either way, he collects those. And then he does want to start a Tower of Terror collection because that is his favorite ride at Disney World. So he picked up this cute little please do not disturb little hotel sign for Tower of Terror. I love that pin. And then next, he picked up this really cute Pua and Hey Hey pins. There's 2 separate pins from Moana. He really wants to start a Hey Hey collection, and Pua's just adorable. So he picked up this pin as well. And then lastly, Corey has a Pirates collection, but he really loves Peter Pan. He's always whistling. He's always whistling the Peter Pan song. So he really wanted to almost do like a Pirates into Peter Pan. And I have a Tinkerbell collection of pins from when I was a kid. So he picked this one up to technically start plus add on and make this almost like our joint couple collection as Peter Pan and Tinkerbell and Pirates of Captain Hook. So it's Captain Hook and Peter Pan. What I love about this one is they're 2 separate pins. So if he wants to keep the collection separate, he can because they're separated together. So those are all of Corey's rack pins that he picked up. And then I picked up 4 for myself. Actually, technically 3. One of these is more for our fun little like memorabilia board. So I'll start with that one. First up is this brand new Fantasmic pin. I love the animation on this. I absolutely love Fantasmic. And of course, I love Sorcerer Mickey. And I love that you can see Tinkerbell, Ariel, the princesses, the villains, the dragon, Sorcerer Mickey. And I love this for a memorabilia board that has different festivals or things that we've done on it. Next is I collect Aladdin, and this is a really fun, almost like big supporting cast pin. This pin is gorgeous. I love the colors. Jafar is very big. I almost wish that he was a little bit smaller, but I love the color and the animation on this pin. And then I picked up 1 additional Little Mermaid because I collect the Little Mermaid and I collect Ariel, and it's her brushing her hair. I love the blue in the background, and I love that she's in her pink dress. I feel like you don't find a lot of Ariel in that pink dress. You find her a lot in like her actual like being a mermaid in her tail. So I loved that one. And then I picked up my first Tinkerbell pin in a really long time to add to my collection. And it is this cute little Tinkerbell sitting on this little block. I love Tinkerbell. She is sassy. She's got an attitude and I just love her. And I feel like, again, I collected her as a kid. And so when we started going back to Disney as adults, I found all my old little vintage pins that my parents kept for me. So I'm bringing back my Tinkerbell collection. So that is everything that we picked up on our recent Walt Disney World trip. So excited that I got to share all of those fun things with you all, but even more excited that I can now hang them up and put everything away. And so now it is time to check in for work for the day. So let's go see what's on my to-do list for the morning. We'll get some of that stuff done and then we will hang out during my lunch break where we'll make lunch together. And then I'll show you another haul of just a fun few things that I've kind of accumulated over the weeks from Aerie, new sneakers, and TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I feel like they're the same store, but let's go check in for the workday. Well, hello, and we've made it to my desk for the day. I just logged in. So we're going to talk through a little bit about what I have on my calendar today and how I want to structure the remaining parts of the day when I don't have meetings or things that I'm doing, along with share a little bit about how I end the week or the latter half of the week with a to-do list. So first and foremost, looking at my calendar right now, it looks like I have a coffee chat from 9:30 to 10 with one of our new co-ops at the company. So I'm excited for that. And then I also have a main stage tech run. We have a big sales kind of week and rally next week at the company. So I will be actually going up to Boston next week. So we have just a little bit of a dry run for the main stage, making sure that the tech is good. And then I have a sales rally practice session with one of the sales staff that I am co-facilitating the session with today from 3 to 3:30. And then I have to leave today around 4:45, like pushing 5 o'clock because I have my appointment and it's a little bit of a far drive. So I just want to make sure that I get there on time. So that is the workday that we are working with. Now I want to share just a little bit of how I try to keep myself organized at the end of the week. Normally Thursday morning or Wednesday night, I actually did this last night when I closed out the workday. I love to throw away my to-do list and make a new one. Sometimes I feel like so many things get thrown on in the beginning of the week that once you get to the end of the week, those last 2 days, I feel like my to-do list is really scribbled and there's a lot of things on it. And I feel like some things need to be done by the end of day Thursday. Some things need to be done and activated with on Friday. And I just like to make my to-do list a little bit more organized. So what I love to do is break out my to-do list. So up here, I just write to-do list and then I have my Thursday tasks. So this is everything that needs to be done by the end of the day today. And then Friday, these are things that don't need to get done today. If I got to them, great. But if not, they just need to be done by the end of the day on Friday. So we'll walk through my to-do list of the day. First things first for today is I need to find 2 call clips because I am leading a sip and listen tomorrow for my sales teams. Next is I need to remind my leadership team to get me submissions for nominating a sales coach for the season. Next on my to-do list is updating my attendance tracker. So if you're new, I work in sales and I always track my training attendance. So I need to pull the Zoom attendance list for that. And then last but not least, I need to email one of my sales leaders because they have a member of their sales team working with me for a one-on-one coaching program. So I need to send those emails off. And then for Friday, same thing, need to update the attendance tracker after we have our little sip and listen and call reviews tomorrow. And then I also always love to share the weekly attendance with my managers. So I'm going to send that out tomorrow. And then I need to pull one of my seller stats for the spotlight for the session that we're leading together. So this is my to-do list over the next 2 days. And I love to leave a little bit of room because there might be things that come into my inbox that need to get done by the end of the day. And then also same thing with Friday, there might be some things that fall into place. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to try to get done some of these like pulling lists and emailing first thing in this first 30 minutes of the morning. Then I'll have my coffee chat and then we'll just get into a lot of the rest of these admin tasks for the day. So let's start on to my workday today and cheers. I will see you guys at lunch. lunch is served, and I know that it probably looked way more intricate and time consuming than it actually was. I had leftover brown rice and leftover salmon because Corey and I did salmon bowls, not last night, but the night before, so I had just had some leftovers to use. And so I love making this mango salsa in the summer. It is delicious. It's mango, avocado, red onion, normally a red bell pepper, along with cilantro and lime, and you just mix it up and it's delicious. I didn't have any red pepper today, so basically I just kind of threw on some mango and avocado, the red onion, cilantro, lime, and then a little bit of sour cream, and that is the lunch for today. And I thought we could take my lunch break outside. Comment down below if you are ready for fall or if you're holding on to summer, or depending on your seasons where you are. I am struggling. Also, I'm going to try to eat at the same time, so if you're watching this on your lunch break, grab your lunch, gals, because we're going to chat outside, cars driving by. We live, on a cars where there are, we live on cars. We live on a street where there are cars, which is every street. And my neighbor is outside. I'm not sure what are they doing? Oh, they're leaf blowing the street. Okay, well, I guess everyone's got their vice. So either way, are you someone that is wishing for fall? Are you trying to hold on to as much of summer that's left as you possibly can? Oh, does he have to be doing this right now? Who leaf blows their street? Either way, I would love to know, what are you I would also love to know, are you all holding on to summer or are you wishing for fall? Because right now, honestly, I'm pretty mixed. I feel like part of me wants to hold on to summer as long as humanly possible because I love the summer, I love being warm, I love the warm weather, the sunshine, the beach, all the things that come along with summer. However, at the same time, I am kind of wishing for fall because I'm over the flies and the bugs outside and the bees. You know what? I know that they're great for the environment, but I'm kind of over it, and I don't really want them around anymore, and I don't want to swat them away when I want to sit outside. So that I'm over. And I also am just ready to be in a sweatshirt and sweatpants and be cozy, and football Sundays, and just a little bit less of the air conditioning and the fans always blowing, and a little bit of just like that cozy, warm environment for fall. So I feel like I'm ready for fall, but at the same time, I want to hold on to summer. And that is how I feel almost every August. Also, sorry, I'm watching a bee because that's what, this is where I'm trying to be grateful, because I know when winter comes and everything around me is dead and gray, I'm going to be wishing for the summer. But at this moment, the bees, they're pushing my patience. See what I mean? And then I get aggravated and I'm like, should I go inside and eat my lunch inside? But I'm trying to enjoy the warm weather because I work from home, so I don't get out. I don't get out much. I don't. But aside from the chaos, what are you looking for? Are you hoping for fall and wishing for it, or are you wishing for summer? And maybe a little bit respectfully, I'm hoping for the fall so that my neighbor is not blowing that leaf blower every 30 seconds of every day. Can't leaf blow snow, my guy. Can't leaf blow snow. Also, oh my god. Get a life. Come on. Also, you guys, I don't think I've ever talked about this, just based on the way that vlogs fell and timing fell, but our deck is finally done in the backyard. My brother did the most beautiful, amazing job. If you were here, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, my brother completely redid our deck in the backyard, and it looks beautiful at my mom's house. It is stunning. Also, fun fact, my brother started a home improvement YouTube channel, and I am so proud of him because this is not normally, I feel like, his personality style, but he, when I tell you, was born to do home projects, do incredible things around the house. He is so handy and so unbelievably talented. I will have my brother's YouTube channel linked down below. So cutie of him that he's starting his own YouTube channel, all home improvement stuff. If you're looking for the DIY space and trials, subscribe to my brother's channel because it is really great. And honestly, he just does an amazing job at all of his DIY projects. So go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. He just started that out. And so I'm just going to sit outside and relax and enjoy the rest of my lunch outside just to get some fresh air. Part of me is wondering if I should go inside just because the bees and the flies, but I'm going to try to withstand the test of time. It's about 12:15-ish, so I'm hoping to be outside for another 15 minutes, and then we'll quickly flip the laundry. I'll do a little airy haul, and then we'll be going on from there. However, I hope you're all having a lovely day. Mundane life over here. We hang out in the morning, we chat on a lunch break, we hang out after work, and that's this channel. It's the mundane, it's the life, but I love getting to hang with you guys. So cheers, I'm gonna finish my lunch and then it's off to laundry. We're back in from lunch. I just flipped over the laundry and now it is time to show you guys just a little bit of a haul of everything that I have accumulated over the last 2.5-ish, 3 weeks. And I'm really excited to share what I've kind of accumulated and been shopping for. I'm also realizing in this moment that I never shared because I wasn't vlogging at the time. I got my hair cut, so I don't know if you can notice, but it is definitely a little bit shorter. I think I cut off like 4-ish inches, anything that was dead. I'm really gonna try to be on my hair health journey, so hold me accountable to wearing my hair naturally curly and not putting heat on it or slicking it back in a bun. However, I feel like this is a fun little cute short length and hopefully it'll grow out very nice and very healthy. But aside from the haircut, let's get into a few things that I have accumulated and been shopping for over the last few weeks. One thing I love about specifically end of July and early August shopping is all the fall stuff comes out, which means summer stuff goes on sale. And for me, there's nothing better than getting some summer stuff on sale. So first things first, we're gonna do an Aerie / American Eagle. It all came in the same. I think I spent $210 total on everything and I got like 10 or so pieces. So first things first is this really cute little white linen, almost like button down beachy cover up. I love that it has some of this stripes and some of this texture on it. This is so nice and so breathable. I do have a white button down, but it's got a few like little holes and it's starting to fray and it is very well loved. So I picked up a new one of those and it was on sale. Next is, this is very similar to the other shirt, but it's definitely more of an outfit fitted shirt and beach cover up. So I feel like it could be very versatile, is this really cute little, it's almost like a button down shirt, but it doesn't have a collar and it's got these really pretty tie balloon sleeves and it's this really pretty little white shirt. And then I also got the matching shorts with it as well. And they're a little bit longer lined and they're actually really not see-through even for little white shorts. This set together is adorable. I'll have everything linked down below in case you want to shop it. This is by far my favorite thing that I picked up over the last few weeks and I cannot wait to wear that. Next up are these little boxer shorts, little linen shorts. They were on sale, when I tell you, $10, okay? I love this bright blue and little white check pattern. And then, I don't know if you can see, I'm wearing a light blue, almost like baby pinstripe color today. Same shorts, $10. I was like, you know what? I'll take both colors because I love them that much. Next up is this V-neck sweater. If you recognize this, I have it in a baby blue color. I'll put it here on the screen. I love this sweater so much. I wear it at least once a week all winter long. This was on sale for $10. No, it is not summer, but I think just because it's from last season and Aerie wanted to get rid of some of their clothes, this was on sale for $10, so I picked that up and love the navy. So very excited about that. And then next are 2 sweatshirts that I grabbed from American Eagle. Still deciding if I want to keep both or if I want to bring one back, but they are these mock neck, almost like turtleneck, baggy, oversized sweatshirts. I love a turtleneck. You all know that's like my favorite thing to wear in the winter. I love that they're long lined. Love that they have a little bit more of almost like a balloon kind of sleeve here. Now, this very much reminds me of, I think the brand is Park, which I still would love, but the Park sweatshirts that are all over social media. However, I only spent $30 on these because they were on sale. So I picked up the gray because I feel like gray is my comfort color that I can always throw on with a pair of black leggings. And then you all know I'm really into blue right now, as you can see from a lot of the other blue things in this haul. But I also picked up this blue one, and I feel like this is gonna be really nice styled with jeans or leggings as well. So I grabbed 2 of those for the winter because wearing a turtleneck working from home is nice to be cozy. And then last but not least is I picked up a new matching set for myself. I am officially kind of moving out of joggers and into bootcut sweatpants. I don't know why, I just really love a bootcut sweatpant when I can find one. Is this purple wine color not so beautiful? So I got these wide leg, almost like really baggy bootcut sweatpants from Aerie. And then I got the matching color, almost like purple wine sweater to go with it. I don't own not one thing this color. Like I do not own anything purple like this. And this little set in the fall and winter, just to kind of throw on, I feel like they actually look almost like different colors. Are they different colors? Well, you know what? They're going to be same colors because they've already been purchased. So that is everything that I got from Aerie, and there was some really good sales going on. I don't know if everything is still on sale, but I remember spending, I think it was $200 or $210 on everything. So I'm really glad that I picked up those pieces because a lot of my sweatshirts I am donating and getting rid of because some of them have some pretty good wear and tear and they are just ready to be retired. So that was everything that I picked up from Aerie. Next up is I actually got something from the Nordstrom sale, which I never shop because I think everything is ridiculously expensive and never really actually on sale. However, I love this sweater. I saw it and I absolutely had to have it. It's from Free People and I think we got it for like $50 or $60 off. It's this really pretty V-neck sweater, very long lined, and then it has this really nice balloon, almost like bubble sleeve. I tried this on. This is perfect for leggings, perfect for jeans, perfect for sweatpants. I feel like I can style this in so many different ways, dressing it up or down and just being comfy yet put together at home. So this was a really nice investment piece and it's very thick. I'm trying to see here. Yes, it is from Free People. It's $148, but I think I got it for maybe $98 or $88. I forget exactly what it was on sale, but I can have it linked down below even if it's not on sale anymore. Next up in the haul category is Champs for some sneakers. Now, these are my tried and true sneakers, the New Balance, what are they? 530s. Corey calls them my grandpa shoes. I know they're very old school and I love them. They're very comfortable. I wear them in the parks, at Disney. I wear them at home. I wear these literally to the bone and I feel like it was time to upgrade them. I'm still gonna wear these. I just actually washed them post our Disney trip. So they are clean and good to go, but I feel like I needed another pair of sneakers because they're starting to really push their last leg or they've met their walking max. So I picked up a new pair of the New Balances, the grandpa sneaker, as Corey calls them. These are even more grandpa-y, but I feel like they're a little shinier, so they're giving dressy, which I know that is just me being funny, but I actually really do like them. They're very comfortable. I love that they're white and they're navy too in these little spots, which I think is adorable. I think that these are one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn in the Disney parks, but also for my foot. I have a very long and slender foot, so I feel like I'm about a size 7.5 to 8. However, I feel like this is the one shoe that actually fits my long and slender foot without being too short in the front but too big on the sides. Like this shoe just actually fits my foot perfectly. So very happy that I picked up a new pair of sneakers. And then last but not least is Marshalls. I picked up two things. I will save my favorite for last. This bag was number one. I got it for $35. How beautiful. I've never been on the beaded bag train. I think that they're cute, but honestly, I think that they're not very versatile and they're very like one and done kind of statement piece. That's for me personally. I think they're beautiful and I think that they're gorgeous. However, they're just really not for me. And I've always wanted a beaded bag, but one that I feel like I could get more use out of. And this navy and white stripe is exactly that for me. So it's still beaded, which I think is so beautiful. And then it's just got these really cool handles on the top. And then the inside has a little buckle, like a little snapper, and then this is the inside. I feel like this is just the perfect bag to style in so many versatile ways. You can wear it with a white dress, a navy dress, you can wear it with any solid color dress, yellow, pink, orange, whatever have you, and then you can just pull in a little pop of color with the striped bag. Probably not orange. Orange and blue are on the opposite sides of the color wheel, but regardless, I think this is adorable. And that was $35 if I didn't share. I grew up with my mother telling me, always check the clearance racks first. Always. And I always have all my life. And I have gotten away from that, I would say, in the last 6 months. However, I remembered that she said that. And when we went into Marshall's last weekend, I think, when we were home from Disney, I said, I'm going to check the clearance rack. I was like, they're probably yellow tagging stuff or red tags, like whatever you call it. And her good luck jujued right to me because I got this dress. It was originally $35. It was marked down and then marked down to $15. This is giving Anthropologie if I've ever seen so myself. This dress looks so high-end and so beautiful. Look at this gorgeous little scallop detailing on the top. I love it. I love the blue and white. It is a long, flowy dress. The bottom of the dress also has this really pretty scalloping. Oh my gosh, I love the square neckline here at the top. This is my favorite thing that I have picked up from the stores in a really long time. And let this be your sign to never sleep on the clearance racks and never sleep on Marshalls and TJ Maxx, because I hadn't been in so long and I went in and that dress was just absolutely calling my name. So sorry that I feel like this is a little bit of like a haul heavy vlog. I feel like I just love to share everything that comes into my house with you guys. No, you don't need to go out and buy or shop or do any of that nonsense, but I was just excited excited to share with you guys kind of what I've been shopping for and buying over the last like 3 to 4 weeks, and this was it. This is what my closet needed, and I'm really excited with all my purchases. So it is now time to go back to my desk, and before we do that, I'm gonna crack open a Diet Coke because it's the afternoon slump is gonna hit me. So let's go crack open a nice crispy Diet Coke, and then back to work we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still here, we have made it. It is the end of the workday, and I just made it to my wax appointment, and I'm feeling, for the most part, honestly, pretty calm. However, I feel like my hands are getting a little sweaty, and I'm feeling a little bit nervous, so I am excited because I'm hopeful that I like this experience so that I can keep going. However, I am a little bit nervous. I have a pretty high pain tolerance. I don't have any tattoos. I only have my first and second hole pierced and a belly button piercing. So other than that, I'm normally not afraid of needles or anything. Not that we're doing anything with needles, but just from like a pain tolerance kind of level, I feel like for the most part, I have a pretty high pain tolerance. My appointment is at 5:15, and it is 5:05 now, so let's head into the salon. I'm very excited. There was a little bit of traffic getting here, however, not too bad, and I wanted to make sure that I was early so that I could like drink some water and just chill and get myself situated. So I will see you ladies when I get out of the appointment. We'll share the experience, I'll share how I'm feeling, and we will go from there. So let's go inside and get my first ever Brazilian. Okay, ladies, yeah, we have officially had our first Brazilian wax. And let me tell you, I had the most beautiful, incredible, wonderful experience. Honest to goodness. The woman that I went to, I can have her Instagram linked below if you're a Connecticut girly, but I don't want to say aesthetics, that doesn't sound right. I think it was Estheticians by Alexa or Esthetician by Alexa. Either way, I'll have her Instagram and everything linked down below. Oh my God, I have never felt more comfortable with someone in my entire life. She was so kind. It was quick and easy. It is 5:38, and we chatted for probably like those last 8 minutes. So realistically, my wax was only 15-ish minutes. So really quick, really easy. And let me tell you, for the most part, it was not painful. However, it's like halfway through the wax and just some of the areas that might be a little bit more on the sensitive side. Ooh, that was spicy. And we were kind of like laughing with each other. However, realistically, girls, great experience. Would I do it again? I am doing it again before we have a trip coming up here in the next month and a half. So I will absolutely be back and coming back. I'm very much excited and looking forward to it. Honestly, didn't have adrenaline, very casual. I say that because I know that some girls, when they either get a wax, a piercing, a tattoo, they feel a little bit like heightened, and so it can be a little nerve-wracking. Oh my God, it was truly such a wonderful, peaceful, easy experience. So very, very happy. I'm going to go home now and we're going to have some dinner. However, the first Brazilian wax appointment is done and she went well and will be coming again.